Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, Davis-Wade Stadium, where they've got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Auburn's offense will take the first swing of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out,
breaks into the open. Pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. And don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
He'll keep it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
And he's going to try to return this one. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Bulldogs offense will get the ball for the first time. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country.
There he goes. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Fires to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
It's caught. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Get set, get set.
Right back to it.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Oh, he's got a chance. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. With the catch, it's Krogle. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Nice move there. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold.
A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Here on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Floating away. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, the attempt is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points on the scoreboard there.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Got him downfield. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I love the job by the receiver there on the curl route against zone coverage because he finds the soft spot, but he also does a nice job coming back to the football, and it's not easy. When your quarterback's got a cannon like this guy does, and he's throwing a bullet at you, there's a lot of guys that would be hesitant and they would want to wait for the ball. Not this guy. He went and attacked it and secured the catch.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 25. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Opening play of the drive from the 39. The give to the tailback. Turns it on in midfield. Running it inside the 30 and finally out of bounds at the 27. The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And that now, this guy's second sack of the game. We were talking to him leading up into this one. He said, you know, nobody respects my speed and nobody respects my athleticism. I don't think any...
Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Quarterback keeper. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Illegal blocking.
That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on fourth down. Instead, they back up. They'll play it safe and try for three. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. At midfield, he's got room. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. On the move. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming, defense trying to rise up. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, Phyllis. Iowa is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Niall Kinnick among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oregon. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He's looking to pass. The short hands, it's Provo. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. That last completion sets him up on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And those are some serious wheels for this Tiger quarterback, positively Nick Marshall-esque.
Yeah, and you think about Nick Marshall and that run to the national championship game. Man, they ran the football some more. His dynamic ability at the quarterback spot. All Auburn offenses that have been great have had...
Turning it on! Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some...
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
He's looking to throw on third and short. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Auburn! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. To the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Third and short now from their own 48. Wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Gives it on the option. Can't get him to the ground.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Leaves it with the back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback will keep it. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read.
Time running out, and he goes down down at the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Wants to fire on second down. Quickly to the tight end. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Down to 2 minutes before the half. They'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Fighting off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Auburn lines up quickly. Back to pass on second down. With the catch, it's Harper. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Caught over the middle, it's Harper. What a nice connection, knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's got him. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. And the Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Out of the shotgun on third down. He's got it. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. To the air on first down. Under fire. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got out of trouble and throws. It's caught. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Wants to go up top on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different running plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Carney. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense set on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he makes the catch.
Well, he's putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Keith. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. Still running at the 35. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now early in the third quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
He caught it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They'll line up to go for 2. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quarterback keeps it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Auburn going to work with another first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
I'll tell you what, the offense, they get the big run play, and then what are you thinking? Maybe play action, take a shot. How about the defense? They were ready to roll. Even if they gave up the run, they didn't just play the run. They were ready for the pass and got the big sack.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. So now on comes the field goal unit. And the try is no good. Still up by 5 after missing that chance to put a little padding on it, guys.
And, man, this kicker is now 0 for 3 in this game, and you got to wonder what his confidence is like right now. He's cost his team 9 points so far.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Hauls it in, looking for space. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Looking to throw on first down. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover.
Ready?
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Makes the grab. And he'll be brought down. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab over the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Gonna let it fly. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here's the handoff. Takes it the other way. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
A quick pass to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Leaves it with the running back. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So here comes the Auburn offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe...
Going for it all. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Flips it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Just a short pass to the tight end.
And in this situation late, when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the run, it's Carney. Breaks into the open. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Fires to the right. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Mississippi State going up tempo. Leaves it with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Under fire. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down work.
Touchdown, Mississippi State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give. A tick, 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 tick. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Jukes his way for more. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Calls his own number. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Provo. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Out of the gun, the inside give. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11.
Got it.
Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up. He'll pull it on the read. To the 10. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Here we go.
They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Provo. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And they'll take a knee. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack.